Okay, so we'll start. You state your full name and date of birth.
Warwick John Richardson, 22nd of the 8th, 1949.
And where were you born?
Dubbo. We lived at Yamunjeri though. Well, I don't really remember Yamunjeri because we lived in the Dubbo when I was 2, I think, when Randall went to school. Well, he must have been there for 5 or 6 years. I remember Mum used to say that the house had some logs propping it up so it didn't fall over.
Sounds like some of the houses you've lived in, Dad.
Well, I'm living in now. Like if we went out in the winter time, we'd go over to old Teddy Powder's shop and he'd buy a couple of things of spring onion, a couple of blocks of chocolate and whatever was there, and he'd just drive along and eat them.
Was he like your dad and always punctual?
No. Like Dad'd bring some and say, I'll be there at 17 minutes past 1. Grandfather would bring it some, I might get there in August. He was known for his punctuality. And he'd say it was just as rude to be early as it was to be late. Just a brick house. There was a dining room they used as a bedroom, and then there was a sleep out on the outside that was just a veranda had been covered in. 2 of us boys used to sleep on that, one in the other bedroom and one in the old dining room. Oh, it was a fairly big house, had a veranda along the front, and that used to go down the side, but they blocked it off and just filled it in with looters. I was younger, you built Billy Card or, well, the next door neighbour used to have a boxer, so we made a sulky for him. Drive the dog in the sulky around the tennis court at the back. The first thing I remember doing is when we first come into Dubbo, washing the old man's Cadillac so he could sell it, trading it in, up the backyard washing it. Grandfather bought the cottage at Lake in 1955, I think it was, after a good day at the races.
As you do?
Well, he just had a good day at the races and he was with a bloke who was in the CBC Bank. And he said to him, well, why don't you buy out? And he got one. He said, well, we've just taken one back at Coal Point and want 1,300 quid for it. So he bought it there and then.
You got an achievement award for quietest and best behaved pupil on the park strip.
Yeah, and there was a reason for that. Because I was sitting up with the driver. In a train. I drove the train halfway to park. Yeah, so that's the reason I was the quietest. If you're interested in something, you'll learn it better.
What parts of school did you enjoy?
Recess. I liked geography, but I didn't like English. Couldn't see any sense in it. Well, yeah, history, what's a bit of history? What do you do about it?
Because you can learn from it.
Well, nobody does. Fellas either swimming or riding. I used to go to the swimming club when I was about 6. So you'd have to, ride down the pool, back home again, ride to school, ride home again, ride down to school, ride home at lunchtime, ride back to school, then ride home after school, ride back down to the pool, and like in those days, I used to swim a mile in the morning, a mile at night, probably 20 miles, and go for riding a pony. We used to go around a lot of swimming cattle. Ian O'Brien was the only one that ever beat me, but he won 4 gold medals in every game. So I didn't feel, and I could beat him over 50 metres. And Ian O'Brien was 3 years older than me. Like when he came back from the Olympic Games, he did an exhibition swim at the Wellington Carnival, where he came from Wellington, and they asked me to pace him in an exhibition swim. Well, I beat him over 50 metres, and then they wanted to do the same thing at the Dubbo Carnival, which was the next week. And he said, can you just go easy on the 50 metres? So he beat you over 50 metres. I said, no, if I can beat him, I'm going to.
So now I want to ask you when you first started work.
I worked at the giraffe station. It's about 14 mile out of England on the Brewarna Road, on the Youngway Creek.
And how long did you work?
Only 6 months. They wouldn't feed you. It was during the drought, and there was two other jackaroos, and the cook and the gardener all living in the same house. And the weekly supply of tucker wouldn't last a day. I went home and I was telling the old man about it. He said, well, you're not going back out there. And he just got on the phone and rang my number. I've got a boy coming out. You're there Monday morning. I said, it's 3 or 4 weeks.
So you really liked Moran Bone?
Well, they just looked after you.
What did you like about the job?
Well, I just liked the job outside, handling stock. But whenever I was out of work, I'd just turn up at Moran Bone.
Everything you need to make yours the best dressed horse in town is at Toowoomba Saddlery. From shoes and grooming gear to saddle, breastplate, catching rope, bridle and saddle cloth. All the right gear for work, racing and all horse sports. Garth Delbridge has it at Toowoomba Saddlery next to the BCC at Newtown Mall.
It was easy to talk me how to stitch leather. He had a full kit of gear, and he used to repair all his own stuff. And he taught me how to do it. But I was probably, 8 or 9 then.
Did you like having your own business?
Oh, yeah.
You did enjoy saddlery work?
I did, yeah. Yeah, well, in those days. Then later on down the track, I just didn't like working inside. I'd been too long on the outside, be tied down and just inside all the time. It got the best of me. Well, we always went down the lake. Dad put the top block on when he retired. No, we just used to go fishing or swimming. Oh, we had a sailing boat. When we went down the lake, sailing, had a BJ sailing boat. I used to sail a lot. Myself and other kids up the road, outdoors, used to go sailing. We'd all, like supposed to have 2 sails on the boat. We'd have something like up to 5, trying to get it to go quicker. But Mum bought it off a bloke from Belmont, but I had to do it up. I can't think how much. She didn't pay much for it, but I had to put a new deck on it and make a new rudder for it.
Tell me why your grandfather was so special to you.
Just the things he did for us. But he just taught me so much. He'd go out of his way to teach you. I remember, I was only young, 6, maybe 7. And he was teaching us how to castrate sheep. And he said, you got to pull the stones out with your teeth, which a lot of people did back then. Anyway, I was holding this lamb, crossbred lamb, and kicking like all hell, and I couldn't stop it. And he got blood all over his face and kicked his glasses off. He's young, look at me for not holding it. Oh, just lots of different things that he taught me, like, he'd go out of his way to teach you, and when I was a kid, it's sort of, 8-year-old kid looks up to someone that wants to. Still do. Taught me how to bleed a horse. Whenever he was going anywhere, and he'd call in and see if I wanted to go. Well, going into Warwick Bridge one day was sort of mid-afternoon. And we caught this big old pig. And anyway, we had its head and shoulders in the chaff bag at the back of my ute. And we go out every now and again, pour water over it, make sure it's in the shade and that. Anyway, that night Buddy Williams was singing in the hall right beside the pub. And I worked for today. Old Jack said, we'll have a bit of fun with this pig. So he picked the pig up, took it into the hall, stuck it inside the hall and shut the door. This wild pig's running around, there's people coming out of windows and over the stage. Anyway, I can't think of their names. There were 2 boys and a father. And their mother, I don't know, she ripped a shirt or something happened, didn't get hurt. Anyway, they bailed us up outside, and because we both had enough grog in us to fight back. Well, we didn't fight back because it bashed the hell out. It looked like we'd gone over the top of the lawnmower. And there was a tree guard, a well-meshed tree guard around the tree that was growing in the front of the hall. It was about, 6 inches through. And they put us upside down into this tree yard. Blood running all over our face. We couldn't get up, and the tree was too heavy to, it was heavy enough strong enough to support us. We tried to rock it so it fall over, couldn't do it. They left us there for an hour. Anyway, then they come back with the chainsaw and cut the tree down and pushed us over. Went into the pub and got on the grog at all.
Dozens of people have been airlifted from Queensland's rural west as record-breaking floods threaten the area. Major flooding is occurring at Burketown, where river levels have exceeded the March 2011 record of 6.8 metres. Police are strongly urging all residents to evacuate the community as soon as possible. Around 90 locals, including 25 elderly and sick people, along with 18 children, have already been airlifted out.
Your hand, your arm. Make sure your arm's stiff.
Oh!